Yo, what is up, guys? I'm Drip Skylark, and this is NBA 2K25 MyLeague. Today we're taking over the St. Louis Slimes. It's a 0 overall team, and we're going to try and bring it a championship only drafting players. Now, that's going to be really hard. What I did is I just drafted a bunch of two-way players, so it filled my team with free agents, a bunch of guys who aren't going to be anywhere anyways, probably, and I just made them all 40 overalls. I did an expansion team just so we could do this at the end, look at our team history and all of our league leaders, so it'll be a fresh, clean slate for us. I'm going to simulate through the first season so we get to our first draft pick. I'll show you the stats after the first season. I want to see these stats. They're going to be crazy, I bet. Before we check the stats for the first season, I just want to say I thought this was a really cool video idea for my first video, but I have way crazier ideas than this. A lot of them that I've already just done by myself because I'm just a my career grinder. I have a lot of awesome video ideas and I just want to bring them to you, so if you could leave a like, I don't want to set a like goal right now since it's the first video, but if you leave a like, we'll have a good like goal to break for our next video. Obviously, we got no awards. We went 0-82, so obviously we're going to be worse in win percentage. 30 points per game, 140 allowed, negative 110 point differential. Shot terribly, horrid from 3. We took 24 a game. Rebounding, I got killed on the boards. Where's rebounding? 4 defensive rebounds a game. Well, I'm not surprised we got outscored by 110. All right, the player stats. We got 3.9 from Hayward. He was our big scorer. Who's our most efficient guy? Carlson, because he's the tallest. Good for him. Blocks. Covington. I mean, we're on defense so much. 1.6, though. Those are all tendencies. That's all tendencies. Enough of those stats. We're going to get through these playoffs, see who wins a championship, and then we're going to go straight to the draft lottery, and hopefully, I'm praying we get the #1 pick, because that's going to move things along so much more. I don't know what the draft class even is like right now. Anthony Edwards, your finals MVP. LeBron retires. Chris Paul retires. Horford retires. Jersey retirements. LeBron gets his jersey retired by the whole league. Okay, so we have #1 chance. Yeah, I'm just going to skip it. We'll skip to the end. We got the #1 pick. Okay, let's see who we're going to draft. Okay, so there's consensus #1 pick and then a consensus #2 pick, I'd say. So we're literally only going to scout these guys. And then we can scout somebody. We're going to have the first pick in the second round. So we'll scout some later guys. I'm going to check out some guys, and I'll come back to you with who I'm scouting. So I scouted the #1 and 2 picks, and I scouted some big men that could hopefully rebound. Is one of those picks a center? I don't think so. It's a point guard and a power forward. Rudy Dennis. I mean, he had a good day. And let's see. Okay, yeah, we're getting Dylan Howard. He's an absolute beast. 306 sprint and 20 moving threes. Let's see for big men. You know, I kind of just want to get Johnny Ferguson. He's got a higher I need a rebounder. Oof. Barney Baldwin looks good. Well, it's really whoever's left. It's going to be one of these two. If either of them are left. I mean, wow. He's going to be gone. Probably both be gone. With the first pick to start out our franchise, we are drafting Dylan Howard. 7-foot wingspan, 6'4". Yeah, he's going to be a beast. Hopefully we can get people around him before he's 40. None of our guys are here. Wow, a 64. 6'11 is probably a little better just because of his height. So rebounding. 94 D rebound. We take Dustin Wallace. He's going to put up some huge rebounding numbers next year, I guarantee it. And there's nothing really much to do left in this offseason, so I will see you next season. We don't even have player progression. We're going to have player progression next offseason. So this is going to be the lineup for season 2. Dylan Howard and Dustin Wallace getting all the minutes. And then I made sure that nobody else playing their position, either center or point guard, is getting any minutes, so hopefully they'll get the most minutes possible. And I put them in a pick and roll, shoot it well offense, crash offensive glass. I just want these guys to develop, and hopefully we can win a game this year. That's why I'm going grit and grind. It's like that's the only way we can win a game possibly. So I'll show you the stats at the end of the year. These guys are gonna go crazy. I'll also look at the team records at the end of the year. So unsurprisingly, 0-82 again, but the real question, did one of our guys get rookie of the year? It was definitely the point guard, right? 24, 11, 3.2. I mean, can't really pass the ball on anybody. But good shooting splits for having absolutely nobody around him. That's actually very good. All NBA second team. Both of them. It's going to be big for development. 16, 20, and 2. Okay, so that's a good development year. We're going to check out stats. First off, I want to check out these team records. Dylan Howard only scored 43, which is surprising. Let's see, rebounds 34 for Dustin Wallace. Absolute beast. You're 110 to 62. Yeah, way better than last year. Huge improvement, just 2 players. Well, by the time we get a starting 5, we're going to be all set. 60 points per game, 121 allowed. These are pretty good shooting percentages. 24, 16, combined for 40, 31. And we'll say 4, we'll give him benefit of the doubt. Lost Defensive Player of the Year. Definitely made an all-defensive team then, right? First team all-defense. Okay, Dustin Wallace was an awesome pick. Thank God we missed out on one of the other guys. On to next season, hopefully we get the number 1 pick again. And then next year we can get a win. The day the world stops spinning is the day Nicholas Batum retires. Gonna be the saddest day in history, I think. Number 1 overall pick. Give it to me. Oh, 5. You gotta do some serious scouting this year, that means. This looks like a really weak class, to be completely honest. These are the 10 guys I scouted. The guy who's ranked 2nd is really the 1st overall pick. I don't know which one it is. If we could get one of these big boys, even Peter Rice. How about, yeah, we just get another center. Hall of Fame Dwight Howard. Willis Reed, that's not as enticing, I'll be completely honest. Billy Bass. What's Bradley Beal? We can get defense later. I'm going Bill Bass, bro. It might be a reach, but all those centers are gone. Bill Bass. Oh, he's 6'8"? Yeah, I'm going Bill Bass. 6'8", 19-year-old. Let's go Tyson Edwards. We can develop into a shooter. Not a terrible defender. Binghamton. Never heard of that in my life. 71 and a 70. The 71 doesn't matter. We're all about development, especially when he's 19. And we'll just re-sign these guys. I'll re-sign all these forwards. We'll get to next season. In player progression, Dylan Howard goes up 8 overalls to an 88. He's a stud. A+ potential. Dustin Wallace, I'd like to see a little more improvement out of him. Like, I don't care about his 3-point scoring. And then the big thing here is Bill Bass and Tyson Edwards, our 2nd-round pick, have A and A- potential. Tyson Edwards is only 23, so I don't know if he's going to hit that. Bill Bass is only 20, so he's definitely going to hit that. He's 6'8". See what the shot potential actually was. We scouted it as an 88. 82, that is huge. He's going to have a big year, I think, Bill Bass. All right, so this is our lineup. I accidentally simmed 4 games. We got Dylan Howard at the point guard, Bill Bass at the shooting guard, Lester Quinones at the small forward, Tyson Edwards at the power forward, and Dustin Wallace, big man, at the center. I'm hoping we can win a game this year. We only got 340 overall starting, and Lester Quinones is developed to a 42, so he's pretty good, actually. Luka Doncic is your MVP, and I want you to predict in the comments right now over or under 1.5 wins for this year. Bill Bass, Rookie of the Year, 19 points, 7.2 rebounds, 2.6 assists. Shooting percentages are weak, but I expected that with the 82 shot tendency. Our All-NBA first team, do we get any guys this year on the All-NBA teams? No, we do not. So the scoring and all the stats were more evenly dispersed, but we do get Dustin Wallace on all-defensive 2nd team. I'll check his stats after. Bill Bass and Tyson Edwards, hopefully he had a good season. All right, for the moment of truth, we won 3 games this year. .037 win percentage, 35-point differential. We're cutting that in half every single year. That is huge. 76 points per game, 111 allowed. Do we crack 10 wins next year? We're going to have 6 players. We're going to have hopefully no 40 overalls playing. 319 field goal percentage, that's up a lot. Clippers are trying to come for our throne at worst team in basketball. For player stats, 20 from our boy Dylan Howard. Similar efficiency, better 3-point shooting. He hit a lot of moving threes coming out of college, so I expect him to really hike up that 3-point percentage. 19, 7, and 2 from Bill Bass. 1.2 blocks. That's huge. He's a beast. He's going to develop well. Tyson Edwards, 15, 10, 1. Let's check the shooting splits. Wow. Did he shoot a lot of threes? He had a decent 3-point percentage for what he is. And then Dustin Wallace, 14, 16, 1.6, 1.4 blocks. He was on all defensive 2nd team last year. That's about all we're going to get from him. And Lester Quinones, absolutely god-awful. Thankfully, we are going to have 6 players next year, and we're going to win a couple games. And the Timberwolves win another finals. Anthony Edwards is becoming the next Jordan in this. Tristan Kardashian retires. Paul George retires. All right, draft lottery. Number 1 odds. Number 3 pick, I'm fine with it. You know, any of these guys in the top 10 that we had are going to be huge additions to our team. I'm going to go by 2K.com rank because I think that's usually the most accurate in my opinion. But let's check the guys that we did scout. So by vertical, Rudolph Holland is an absolute athletic beast. We can move guys around. We got a tall team right now for our position. Gus Cheeks, Ray Allen. With a D+ 3-pointer? No, sir. Should be able to hit jumpers from 15 feet regularly. I like Tom Chambers. He shot well from 3. Might have to go Spencer Clemens if he's around. Gus Cheeks was the 1st overall pick. Emphasis on Cheeks. And I might just get a heater in the 2nd round. We're going Spencer Clemens. And this is the perfect guy, Stewart. He's only got a C 3-pointer, but that'll develop. He's got a B- playmaking, so he can come off the bench and he can take guys off the dribble. Stewart is my guy. Stewart, 68 overall. Spencer Clemens, 75. Dylan Howard, doing what we're used to. Bill Bass, not doing what we're used to, but doing what we want to see. Up from a C to a B- 3-pointer. Up in everything. He's going to be a beast. Tyson Edwards got a lot better at everything. His 3-pointer's not as great as I wanted it to. Dustin Wallace has had 2 All-NBA defensive teams, 1 All-NBA second team, and is still a 72 overall. He's not going to get much better. So this is the lineup we're starting the 2027-2028 season with. Leave your prediction for wins in the comments. We got Dylan Howard, 48 minutes. Bill Bass, 48 minutes. Spencer Clemens, 48 minutes. Dustin Wallace, 48 minutes. We just want all of them to develop, and we want to win. So Dustin Wallace, I don't know how he's developing, but you get 48 minutes. You're a winning player. Tyson Edwards, small forward, move him to the small forward. And Stewart, the boy off the bench. I want him to have a big year. After next year, we'll have like a legit rotation, not 48 minutes for everybody. So he might even get more minutes next year. He might be 6-man. I also want to check the team record. So Dylan Howard at 52. Bill Bass at 47. Bigger scoring numbers. So you have more people around you to worry about. Rebounds, Dustin Wallace. I don't know if he's ever going to hit that peak again. After starting the season 3-3, I had a lot of faith. We go 13-67. That's actually very good. The Slimes losing streak continues. Now stands at 10. Luka Doncic, your MVP. Spencer Clemens, Rookie of the Year. Decent splits, I guess, since he's not creating for himself. Good defense, though. Better defense than I thought he'd have. Dylan Howard, All-NBA first team. We'll check out his stats after. And Dustin Wallace, All-Defensive second team. That's what we love to see out of him still. Stewart, he made the All-Rookie first team. So did Spencer Clemens. I wonder how many minutes per game he really got. Bronny James Jr. made the All-Rookie second team. What year is this? 2028. Yeah. It's crazy that Bronny James was still not better than Stewart, who averaged 5.3 points. Wow, how did he make an All-Rookie team? He really had a really rough year, to be completely honest. Dylan Howard, All-NBA guy, 6.4 assists now that he's got guys around him to pass the rock to. 35 from 3. It's going to get up, I'm telling you. Billy Bass had an even better year than last year. Yeah, he did. He's steadily improving. Got to get those splits up, dude. Spencer Clemens, he's going to be good to have in there. Tyson Edwards actually had a good year. Splits are not great, but hopefully he can develop too. I have a lot of faith for the future of this team. Okay, so for team stats, we were only 15 points per game behind the Heat. We can make that up next year, I think. 109 points per game allowed. We were one of the better defensive teams in the league. Wow, we just got to get our offense up. We need a score. Point differential, 16.9. 0 wins our first 2 years and 3 last year. Let's see the hikes. Shooting percentage doubled. This is quadrupled. D rebounds per game, bro. That is the worst stat I've ever seen in my life. 4.2 D rebounds per game. This offseason, I'm probably looking for a score in the first round and then another big in the second round. We're not going to make the playoffs next year, but the year after, we will make the playoffs. Okay, Dennis Schroeder's the only notable retirement this offseason. So we got the 5th pick, and at our position where our team's at right now, that's not the worst thing in the world. We got a bunch of guys that we could pick. These are the guys I'm scouting this year. Right away, Kenneth Bonner looks like an athletic beast. He's just not good yet. He shot 25% in college. All NBA. Jacob Jordan's got a 70 shot tendency. I'm going to be honest, this doesn't look too great. I might go 68 overall Kenneth Bonner, 5th overall. I might trade down for him. Or Jacob Jordan. If they're still around, I'm going to trade down. Try and grab one of them. 10 and 13. I'll probably trade down and we could actually get another pick. I'm trying to trade down to the 7th pick and grab their 2nd this year. This is fine. When am I missing a second round pick next year? But then I get a 1st. This is a very fine trade for me. You know, I would go Bonner, but one of the things on his scouting says he doesn't have much shooting ability, and I don't know if I can trust that. And he's easily the best center in the class. We got to go Jacob Jordan. 50% from 3. Yeah, I'm fine with Charlie O'Neal. I think he's going to be a stud. We needed shooting. We get a good backup point guard with good playmaking. 9 assists. You know, this kid's weaknesses aren't too weak. I think he might be a gem, because look at these shooting percentages. And 9 assists. That's kind of what we need. This defensive menace has an A perimeter defense, a C- rebound. I might see if I could get this point guard in free agency. Which one was it? Vin Frazier. I'm going to see if I can get him in free agency. Allow me to count that one at least. So Jacob Jordan, 71. Charlie O'Neal, 67. Keem Udo, 68. let's see if our guy is here. Frazier, 65 overall. On the player progression, Dylan Howard up to a 93, absolute beast. Bill Bass got his three-pointer up. He's going to be a beast this year. Clemens up to an 81. That was an awesome pick. I just wasn't sure how well he was going to develop. Awesome pick, though. Edwards up. Got his three-pointer up. You know, now he's kind of the guy we drafted him to be, hopefully. Wallace, really, he don't be doing much. Stewart, he could get the starting position someday. I wouldn't be surprised. And then Stewart, I'm still going to give him some burn because I love him. A+ perimeter defense on this fool. We got a lot of guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You could really run a 10-man rotation and try and develop all these guys. That's what I might do, and we might surprise a lot of people. I'm not going for the playoffs this year. Next year, playoffs. Guaranteed. This is the lineup for the 2028-2029 season. We got Dylan Howard, 93 overall at point guard. Bill Bass, 82 overall at shooting guard. Tyson Edwards, 75 overall at small forward. Spencer Clemens, 81 overall at power forward. And Dustin Wallace, defensive beast at center. This is a good starting lineup. And then we got Jacob Jordan off the bench. 5th overall pick in this draft, or 7th we traded down for him. Stewart, he's got the same first name and same last name. You know he's raw. Hakeem Udoh, defensive beast. Charlie O'Neal, we'll see what he's made of. You know, I'm going to give Charlie O'Neal 8 minutes. I'm going to give some more minutes to these starters. Your MVP for this season is Luka Doncic. This is the first year we don't get Rookie of the Year, but I looked at this guy. He came out in 83 overall. He's an absolute stud. This is the one rookie that we needed. One year we needed the #1 overall pick. I'm pretty sure we had a decent win. Over, under in the comments right now, 30 wins. I do not remember. I did not really look at it. This just ended. Dylan Howard, All-NBA third team. He's getting way less minutes, so obviously his stats are going down, but still a beast. Still making the third team. Jacob Jordan, 2nd in Rookie of the Year. That is nice to see. He's going to be a stud. And we were actually not the worst team in the league this year. There were 3 teams worse than us. So we're making strides. 27 wins. I knew it was around 30. That's why I said over under 30. Points per game, still the worst team in the league. We need a little more scoring. Points allowed. We're good. This could also be our system. So we could look at that once our team starts getting to where it should be in the playoffs. Like, okay, maybe we should switch up the system. 40% from the field. That is a huge climb from previous seasons. 31% from 3. Yeah, well, we have 10 real NBA players. Well, really, like 7. Player stats on the season. Billy Bass, he's an absolute beast. And he's only getting better. He's only 22 years old. Dylan Howard, this is going to be the backcourt of the future of the NBA. Spencer Clemens had a mediocre season, to be honest. A good 3-point percentage. Jacob Jordan had a good season off the bench. Tyson Edwards starting. We're probably going to try and replace him through this draft. He's with a shooter, hopefully. Dustin Wallace, 1.1 steals, 0.9 blocks. Yeah, he's probably out of there soon. He could be another bench guy, but Jacob Jordan's taking the starting role. Stewart actually got his shooting percentage up a lot from last year. Udoh, he's just a straight defender. Let's see how his percentages were. Pretty good percentage out of Charlie O'Neal. And Vin Frazier, he could pass the rock. Yeah, that's what we wanted out of him. So, pretty good year out of everybody. I really want to see player progression because that's where we're going to make our strides. And this draft, I think I'm going to draft another small forward. We're finally at the point with our team where we can pick and choose positions that we need. So, I'm going to draft small forward, definitely. Dante Exum retires. Elfrid Payton retires. Justice Winslow retires. Who else good here? Barney Baldwin retires. We were going to draft him. How did his career turn out? Terribly. He was the 11th pick. Okay, we have the 7th pick this year. I don't know if we have our 2nd rounder, but this was the best year so far to trade our 2nd rounder out. Let's look at lane agility, and then we'll look at the scoring on top of that. Because we really do need a score. That is the biggest thing. Hold up. Biggest winner in the draft combine is this fool. I'm supposed to go 2. Ooh, I might go him. Andrew Wiggins starter potential, but that's even fine. I'd be fine with an Andrew Wiggins. Would not be fine with Dennis Hobson. Let's see who's around by 7th pick. What is his shot tendency? I don't know his shot tendency. We're probably going to take him, though. B- 3-point already. We don't need the defense is the thing. We just need everything else. So the guys that we wanted went 2nd and 4th. And Palmer's already 23, but that's pretty good because he's going to get into his prime about when we want to be contending. This is player progression. Dylan Howard's up. He's only 24, so he's still only getting better. What can he really get better at? Rebounding. And his badge is off. He's 21. Bill Bass, he's a stud. A, B, B. Spencer Clemens, he's a stud. We got some scoring studs. These guys are all scoring studs, and our new small forward coming in is going to be a stud. Sadly, he's one guy who I needed to get up. Charlie O'Neal's looking good. I changed us to a balanced offense this year just because we have so many more people. We don't got to grit and grind games out anymore. Hopefully just Bill Bass and Dylan Howard can carry this. I did play through star this year, average tempo, crash offensive glass. Should I just go shoot at will? We're such a good defensive team. Yeah, he does go up at a small forward. That's huge, to a 73. It's about to be 2030. Leave your prediction in the comments below. If we make the playoffs, we hopefully will squeeze into the play-in. It depends how weak this conference is. We had a huge year this year. We were the 4 seed, clutch player of the year. I didn't record the awards, but Bill Bass got clutch player of the year. Look at these stats, 23, 6, and 4 from him. Runner-up to rookie of the year was Bryant Palmer. That's huge for next year because Tyson Edwards in 10 more minutes per game didn't really do much, but he did help on the glass, which was huge for us. Dustin Wallace really fading into obscurity. How many blocks? Ooh, Jacob Jordan's going to be starter next year. And Stewart, how did he do? Bronny James won 6th man of the year. It's crazy. Stewart made all rookie first team over Bronny James. I don't got to go to worst win percentage anymore. I got to go to most points per game, I think. No, least points allowed. We were just a solid defensive team, I think. Yeah. 110, 3.8. So it's not looking awesome for the playoffs. Look at 356 3-point percentage. We're middle of the league for everything right now. That is awesome. The first playoff series of the St. Louis Slimes coming in 2030 against the Golden State Warriors. Lose game 1. Oh, God. This is going to go exactly how I think it's going to go. You got to pull it through from me. Thought we had the clutch player of the year. Kia clutch player of the year. Show me something, Billy Bass. Show me something, Billy Bass. Oh, no, Billy Bass. Anthony Edwards, and look at Timberwolves win the finals. Surprise. The good thing is we are a very young team. Let's look at our roster outlook. Other than these robots, we got 27, 26, and we don't care about either of these guys. They're on their way out. 25 is our oldest, and he's about to reach their prime. I mean, our good guy's about to reach their prime. Prime Stewart is going to be something to be reckoned with. It's actually the first year we're not in the lottery, but I believe we have another first round pick this year because of that trade. We got 29 and 24. See, I only scouted for guys. I really wanted Franklin Stockton. He's the guy that I want. We could really settle on Jorge Souza. Like, look at the difference here. Not too much. Jorge Souza is also 2 years younger and has mid-range shooting in his arsenal. Our guy Franklin Stockton just went. I'm going to send my pick. We should be able to get Jorge Souza here. Yeah, he's still around. Actually, I might go for this point guard. We have not had backup point guard this entire rebuild, and look at the scoring. Like, that is promising. Those rankings don't matter, bro. I'm telling you. Yeah, 69 is fine. On to player progression. We only have 140 overall left on our 14-man roster. Dustin Wallace went down. Good thing I drafted Souza, especially the fact that Jacob Jordan is a terrible defender. Bryant Palmer only went up 3, sadly. I was hoping for him to make more of a jump. All right, and we got Dylan Howard at starting point guard. Bill Bass starting shooting guard. Tyson Edwards, we're going to start him again and run him 6-man. He's going to start next year, but he didn't improve enough. Spencer Clemens at power forward and Jacob Jordan at center. That's also why I want Tyson Edwards there. He has a little bit of low post defense, and Jacob Jordan has no defense whatsoever. We started 5 and 8, so I'm going to make a move in this lineup. Yeah, Wallace, he is just... I got to start him, I think. No surprises. Luke is your most valuable player. How many of these things does he have? I think he's won every year. MVP 25. He has won every single year. Bill Bass, All-NBA second team. He's the best player on our team now. Dylan Howard, All-NBA third team. This is about what he does. And we had nobody on any all-rookie teams. He drafted a couple scrubs. So we're in the play-in this year. Sort of a fall from grace from last year. All right, this is the 8-man rotation going into the playoffs. Dylan Howard, 43. Bill Bass, 40. They just got to go off. Bryant Palmer, 32. Jacob Jordan, he has to have a good playoffs. It's really, because we have no bench right now. All right, we get 2 shots at this. Hopefully, we just win this first game and call it quits, because I think we should. I think we're the better team here. Luckily, we're all out of 40s to deal with. Unluckily, Dustin Wallace is a 70 overall, and he went down in a lot. Lyles has a B+ 3-pointer, which is good. C+ playmaking, it's all right. Stewart actually went up in playmaking. I wish I saw Bryant Palmer go up. This year, I changed us to an average tempo Regardless if we win a championship or not, this is going to be the last year to this video. If you guys like this and want to see more of this save file, leave a comment letting me know and I'll drop a part 2 until we win a championship. But we could still win a championship this year. I think this is a really good team. This is the best team we've had so far. So we're going to start Dylan Howard, Bill Bass, Tyson Edwards back in the starting lineup just because Dylan Wallace has fallen so far. I don't want to start him. So we're going to start Jacob Jordan. Tyson Edwards doesn't have to score that much, so hopefully moving Brian Palmer to the bench will help that bench scoring, as well as bringing in Stanley Lyles. And then Souza, hopefully he's a little better this year. Charlie O'Neill, hopefully he's good this year. And we'll see you at the end of the season. We'll see you in the playoffs. It wouldn't be a final season without seeing Luka Doncic win the MVP. We actually did really good. We won 51 games this year. Let's see if we got all NBA teams. We got Billy Bass. He's an absolute Billy beast. Thank God I reached on him. He was a bit of a reach. Dylan Howard, he had a good year shooting the ball. And Lyles made the all-rookie second team. Not the best shooting year from him. This is the guy we wanted. He's beast. All right, so we are the 5th seed. We'll check out season stats. 24 from Billy Bass, 19 from Dylan Howard, 12 from Palmer. Ooh, we really didn't have much scoring, but hopefully Stanley Lyles improves. And definitely at center. Weak year from him and weak year from him. Souza, he had a much improved year. Ugh. Souza could be a beast in the future. And before we end, we're going to check all the team records, the playoff records. We're going to have more playoff records to check, so that's why I'm waiting till after the playoffs. So let's go, Portland. Come on. We squeak out game 1. Hopefully. No, come on. Whew. That is our first playoff win, I believe. This team is built to win a championship. I changed us from shoot at will to balance just so we play through our point guard way more. Because we shoot at will, we have a lot of guys, we don't even want shooting the rock. But we're about to beat the Portland Trailblazers. About to sweep them. Oh no. And we're about to sweep the Portland Trailblazer. Bill Bass is a beast. Jacob Jordan's having a good playoff, so that's what we needed. Round 2, 1 seed Memphis. Is this where dreams are crushed? Not if you have Bill Bass on your team, they're not. Maybe they are. Oh yeah, big second quarter. Fine third quarter, and we're holding on to the lead. We're really closing out games. Bill Bass was the clutch player of the year like 2 years ago. And come on, demolishing them. This is the best team in the West, maybe even in the league. And look at how we are just handling them. Oh my God. Say it ain't so. How is he doing? Oh, he's a stud. We got the clutch player of the year, Bill Bass. He's a Bill Beast. One more, and then we're on to the conference finals. I did not think we were going to win a championship this year. That's why I said this is going to be the last year regardless. They give me a little hope. A little hope. Oh, no. This is for all the marbles. For all the marbles. Bill Bass legacy game. What are you made of, Bill Bass? Oh, and he's made of straight iron. Brian Palmer. Come on, Maverick can't handle us. Are we going to win a championship? I will be so hyped if we win a championship and see how many we could win. We are destroying these Mavericks. This is Luka. Luckily, we have not had to play Ant because he is the scariest player in this game right now. Luka ain't. And we are beasting through these playoffs. Come on, come on. Wow. We just swept the Mavericks. We ended the season on a 4-game win streak. And Dylan Howard, that is our boy. Wow, this was so unexpected. I'm actually so hyped. But is this where we lose? Is the Eastern Conference just way better than the Western Conference? Looking not great after game 1. Oh no. We're going down in flames. Okay. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Bill Bass got something to say about it. No. We're just not putting up enough points. I swear, next year, that guard that we drafted this year is going to develop, and he's going to be a stud. He is studly in these playoffs. That's going to be our bench scorer that we need. Not going down without a fight. That's how I train these guys. 51? Whoa. That is not going down without a fight. This is not going down without a fight. This is what I brought into the locker room coming over here. This killer instinct. Oh my. 138. All right. This is crazy. I did not expect getting out of the first round, let alone to the finals, let alone to game 7. Come on, Bill Bass. You're the best player in NBA history. We're going to jump in and watch this. Let's go. Who's coming in? Who's coming in? Palmer's out. Okay, we got some defense in here. Give him a pick or something. Help him out. Help the poor guy out. That's what I'm saying. Bill Bill Bass. Clutch player of the year for what, Bill Bass? Come on.
To take the lead.
Who was that? He's off the team. You're my #1 pick in franchise history. Oh my God, Edwards. He redeemed himself. Oh, wow. That was a tough shot. Bill Bass, legacy game.
Here's Bass. He's guarded by man.
No!
And doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
24 seconds left to play in the fourth. Here's Bass.
Bill Bass got no bag. He just always in there. Years of rebuilding
Against Maxey.
has built up to this one defensive possession. Tyrese Maxey sold. It's a block. Oh yeah.
Defense like that block.
Give me another replay.
You could feel the play
Oh yeah, for the one time.
Outside Maxey.
D up, D up, D up. There's no way. 3-point game. Overtime. We need to stop here and we need a 3.
Here's Holland.
Let's go.
Maxey with
This is
it.
what dreams are made of.
Just 5 to shoot.
Maxey, he's sold. He's a primary creator. Oh. 2 timeouts left.
That three's off the mark.
And if Abaji has gamed us, no timeout.
They need a 3.
We're going for the game. Edwards! Oh my God, he's staying on the team. Get a steal here, steal. Nothing. No, left him wide open. Left him wide open.
There's Howard with the 3.
Oh my God, I thought he had
New
it.
York Knicks are the new NBA champions. Tremendous.
To end off the video, we're going to look at from 2024, 2025 to our current season, just the progression that we've made. We went up from 18 field goal percentage to 43.5 the other year. 3-point percentage went up from 80 to 30. The big ones is defensive rebounds. Went up from 4 to 36, 37. That is what we need. We still need a little more rebounding though. Dylan Howard with 52 points. Bill Bass, 19 field goals made. Probably 9 threes on that same day. These are going to live in the record books forever, I think. And total points, you saw that game. Dylan Howard, 51 in the playoffs. And that was to keep us alive, I believe. Wow, our center did not break double-digit rebounds in the entire playoffs. I need a defensive center. That's what we're going to do when we start next video. That's going to be the end for part 1 of St. Louis Slimes. If you want to see a part 2, leave a like and let me know in the comments. Subscribe so you'll see when it comes out. You know, this is pretty good. We had about 8 years this was, 2 playoff appearances from a 40 overall team. I think we could turn this into a perennial championship contender. You know, we're still very young. Our oldest player is Dustin Wallace and Tyson Edwards, 2 guys who aren't long-term pieces, and our other long-term pieces are just entering their primes, let alone Bill Bass is only 25 years old. I appreciate you guys watching. Like I said, I have a bunch of video ideas, so leave a like and comment telling me you want to see more of these videos, and I will see you guys next time.